You're good?
Good, thank you.
Good. I had a look at training outside. Looked like no fresh problems from Wednesday. Zhao back with the squad. How is Dom Solanke?
Dom didn't train, but probably tomorrow we train with him and he will be available.
Good
Some
news.
problem with hips, so I think he'll be okay.
No issues apart from that then? Good news for you.
No.
Start off, I'm going to be a positive, but let's start one little negative. The FA misconduct charge, just to get your reaction to that.
Yeah, they told me about this. We will see with the club. Focus on the game, that's the most important thing.
Right, there's big plans Sunday. All supporters groups are getting together. Around 15, 20,000 are going to be cheering yourself and the team on, the coach going into the stadium. Everyone putting their feelings to one side, supporting you. How does that feel, hearing that?
No, nice. What I said already after the game was like a beautiful sensation of feeling of togetherness with the fans. Very rare I felt this. I enjoy feeling, like sensation that we were doing good in the pitch, but together with them, together with the fans. So that was really nice, rare, as I said, So we need to continue all together. This, if we can say, small positive moment after these two games, where we can recognize small but important things for the squad.
The fans are pumped, and the players have seen that as well, and the players have retweeted and commented with the fans. How do you feel going into it? Did you get that feeling as well? Because I know you went down the tunnel a bit early at full time on Wednesday, but did you get that feeling in the stadium?
Yeah, there is a positivity, but also understanding that the game will not be easy. So important game, but probably it will not be decide anything after the game, independently of the results. So we need just to keep going on what we did last two games.
Good luck, Charlie.
Hi Igor. Obviously, your team have produced two really good performances and results over the past week, and that was under intense pressure with so few players available on the bench. What have you learnt about your players over the past 7 days or so that perhaps you didn't know beforehand?
What I learned about players, what I didn't know before. Question is, what I can tell you on that question? Nothing new. I didn't learn nothing new.
Nottingham Forest, of course, were in action yesterday in the Europa League. They were away from home, but they had to go all the way to penalties to win their tie. How much of an advantage do you think it is that they had to play one day later than yourselves?
There will be no advantage because the coach made in the way, so the players who we start, they didn't play more than 60 minutes. So there will not be advantage from this point of view.
And there's a great stat going into this game on Sunday. Spurs have scored the second most goals from corners in the Premier League this season, and Forest have conceded the second most goals from corners this season. So how big a part do you think set pieces could play on Sunday?
Yeah, set pieces are very important. So we after you said me about this statistic, so we just need to go on set pieces and win in set pieces if it's possible. But of course, there is not just set pieces, so it's a long game to play. Few games in the game. We need to be inside from the first to last second of the game, including five subs. So big respect to them because they have players who can hurt us, but as well going on our sides, going on with our things, with confidence, with courage, with humbleness, with all the stuff are necessary to take the points.
Ali, please.
There you go. I'll ask you about Javi. The other night you created so many chances and it felt like he was a really important part of that. How do you get him playing like that consistently for you?
No, I didn't get him. He walked himself. Was motivated, was good, was with right mentality, and when he's like that, his quality is coming out. So his connection, his qualities connect a lot of with these things I said now. Really beautiful surprise for me. Like he was inside from the first second of the game, and it was nice to find in him this resource we will need it in these last games we need still have to play.
I think he had, with Archie, I think they had the most ball recoveries, those two players. And it's strange to have a playmaker who's actually a fighter as well.
For sure. In football of today, it's always about 11 players who need to defending. So more players you have with these values, better result you get.
One player I wanted to ask about, Mohamed Kudus. We're kind of wondering when you're going to have him back. When do you think?
So we have this big 3 weeks after the game of Sunday. I don't know. Probably some part of the things with the squad, maybe 10 days. I don't know. I'm not sure. We need to check. But he's progressing very well already with the ball. Rodrigo as well, Madison as well. We hope that the medical staff will make us some nice surprise in next weeks. It will be very, very, very important to have them.
So you could have James Maddison before the end of the season, maybe?
Yeah. No, Madison is already doing interesting things as well with the ball, sprinting as well. You know, I saw him. He's positive.
Nothing on Kulusevski? Any progress?
No, not yet.
Thank you.
Finish with George, please.
Hi, Igor. I just wanted to ask you about the break after this match. It's obviously the international break, but then you have a weekend with no fixture. Are you already kind of planning what you want to do during them? Maybe a training ground game, take the players away?
No, a lot of players for national team, of course. We make already plans, so it will be some rest and a lot of work.
Would you like to have a game during that period of the weekend where you don't have a fixture?
We're going to see. For now, it's not in program.
Yeah, and in terms of this match, obviously, whatever starting 11 you pick is important. But how kind of conscious are you of having those players on the bench that can come on and make the impact and make you finish strongly?
Yeah, it will be nice to have 5-6 subs in the game on Sunday. So important.
And somebody that missed Wednesday night, Richarlison, he was suspended. His goal at Liverpool felt like a really significant moment to kind of end the run of bad results. How kind of motivated and fired up do you think he is for this game?
Well, for sure, it's not just about him, but they need this kind of performance after a long period of problems. So what is the key now? To not think that this kind of mentality we put on the pitch will be done by themselves, So reconfirmation is always key about in a sport. So from first minute, going the same way, same mentality, then all the things, all the stuff, tactics and technique come after this.
Okay, we'll end the broadcast section there.
Can you tell us anything that you have done to change the mentality?
Nothing particularly in the way that it's like the squad is like it's like one live thing, It's like a modulating day by day, training by training, game by game. It's not one that you can see. These changes that happen in the squad are a result of the process. Who sometimes need, I don't know how many times, but it's always modulated. It energy. You need this moment where may sometimes fit. Go in the right moment, So you try to do your best. Sometimes you do better. Sometimes for one team need one thing or other things. So it's always about a level of problems there to resolve. So you try to do your best, and then if you are good and the problems are not too big, then you see the consequence. So it's all about that. So sometimes we need even more time. For sure, that's the important thing. Now, what I said before is just to keep, don't allow that this thing now disappear. To keep them strong, and continue in the same way.
Are they fitter now than they were?
Fitter.
Better
Yeah,
physical condition?
I saw good energy. I saw good runs also. About numbers, I think all the done numbers they told me now, they are all like last games are in the top 4 or 5 about in all season, about high intensity runs and all this stuff. So I think that we are progressing.
Are you big on data? Do you like to look at the numbers?
Not always, but sometimes something is important to see also,
And if I may just one about Dominic Solanke, he's in the England squad. He's had difficult season. Is it good for him, or would you rather?
It's good. It's good. It's important thing to go national team. It's to be proud of that. So for sure it's good. Also Jet is there. I hope. I'm very happy for all the players who go in national team. That means they are good and they have values. So it's important that they come back without injury. That's one coach of the team want, and I hope this will happen.
Do you believe in 6-point games? We have a phrase in England like a
No.
Why?
No, because there are a lot of points to play. But of course it's important game because we are together there. There is a little bit more, but let's say not 6 but 4. 4 points, yes.
The fans, as was said to you, seem to be treating it like a cup final, almost with their plans to sort of celebrate the bus in and the atmosphere they want to create.
That's nice. That's nice. There is no final. It's not final, but
from your perspective, is there any feeling of this is like a cup final?
No. As you said, maybe not 3 points, 4-point game, but still a lot of points, especially when we have the points very close. So it's important, but we not decide who will.
Yeah, go on, Sam.
Given what's at stake for Spurs this season and what you've seen so far, do you think this is the biggest challenge of your career?
I know. I don't watch. I don't look in this way. These things, biggest, not biggest. It's not. It's interesting. It's a big challenge, but we will do it.
Do you enjoy the challenge with the relegation fight?
No one to be in relegate fight and enjoy. We can change this word enjoyment in something different.
Endure it. No, but have you seen in the last week? Have you seen the sort of fight in the players? And you said about the sort of fitness levels and the running and the energy. Have you seen?
I will sell the mental sharpness. Mental sharpness get rise and get bigger. So that was the key. Like we are like sleeping less in the pitch. That's the main thing. We react before, so this thing for me is crucial. We react earlier on what happened in the pitch. We are not always what happened and then we react after. Now we react before the things happen, not in the way how I would like, but much better. So this mental sharpness, awareness of danger situation, this is coming up, and that's why we are better.
Kit to finish, please.
Hi Igor. Just on that, those improvements, the mental sharpness, the improved physicality, how will you make sure you preserve that on Sunday if the start of the game doesn't go well, if you miss a big chance, if you concede an early goal? How will you preserve those improvements we've seen?
By speaking, by talking, by motivation, by themselves in the end, to understand that this is the only way we need to go, and I think they understand.
Hi Igor. There's a great performance against Atletico. one could argue that there was no pressure on the game because of the scoreline. There's going to be a lot of pressure in this match. How do you think it's going to happen?
No, it was a pressure. Who said it was not a pressure? It was a pressure because they wanted to pass. So different kind of pressure, yes, but if there is no pressure, there is pressure even in the training every day. So this is part of the life. So I believe the most important was what I said before. For the Sunday, in this moment, was necessary to have this kind of performance, to give them what they missed until now. This confidence that we have this game and that we do what we want to do on Sunday. So
you said that there's no advantage from Forest playing last night.
No.
But they are still in Europe, and whilst Tottenham aren't in it, there's going to be extra games.
Yeah.
How much would you be fine with, or even hope that they could go all the way in Europe to cram up their fixture list?
I didn't understand this last part.
How much would you be happy with Nottingham Forest going all the way
Of course.
Europe, so they would have more games?
Of course, I'll be happy. And this is normal thing. This took energy, and for sure, is help for other teams. But sometimes, even going up in a European competition gives something else, gives some confidence, some energy. So sometimes it's not always they took away from you, especially when you have two squads, like two players, two teams. If you don't have injury, it can be advantage, or even to pass this thing around, because it gives some specially energy in dressing room.
Guillermo Vicario is not in the Italy squad. You said the other day about you can either cry about things or you can react in a good way. Does he have that mentality that will show that he will respond in a similar way to this?
Yeah, of course. Or he make one very good save in an important part of the game that I saw him in progress. He's rising. I see him better and better.
And just lastly, at Liverpool, there was the moment with the player liaison officer, Alan Dixon.
Yeah.
And we saw it again against Atletico Madrid. First of all, can you clear up, did you think it was Arnie Slot the first time? And secondly, do you feel from now on, every game, as soon as you haven't lost since those games, that Alan Dixon a hug?
I didn't. No, now we start with this time we make on purpose, because what happened? My son, who is 20 years old, said in Croatia everybody laughing with you because you did this mistake. I said, what mistake? No. I said to him, do you know who is the guy? No, I don't know. And I said, it's Alan Dixon. I'm spending with him all days together. So I come out and he stand in the front of my bench. So what other coach can be there in front of? It's my zone, training zone. He was there. I come into him to make a joke. If you understand, I come from this side, I touch him, and go other side. And when he turned, I was not surprised. I was laughing there. So and especially, I can imagine in Croatia, because maybe they don't know who is Alan Dixon, but in England they know that I don't recognize the guy who I spent every day 10 hours. So I come out and I don't know, it was like a little bit ridiculous. Now we did on purpose to make a joke, because now from now on I call him Arne. It's not anymore Alan, it's Arne. But this is how it's worked. This 2026, it's about news, we went to have fun too. It's part of the world of today, but sometimes it's really ridiculous, and not, I cannot understand this. But you need to invent some news, you know better than me. You are that part of this discussion,
Well, just lastly, is there any chance it will continue? No, not this time.
We will see that. Okay.
Can I also go back to Richarlison? I was wondering if I could get a bit of an insight into what he gives you in a tactical sense, kind of playing up front. Does he allow you to go more direct? Does he offer a different dynamic?
Yeah, I think he's a player who can give most of him in central position. Even his pass was playing on the sides, but I believe that more close to the box he's better he's.
And in a psychological sense, Richarlison seems someone who really plays with emotion and really connects with the fans. Just how important can those qualities be as well?
Yeah, because he's a good guy and care. I didn't know him from outside. With his tattoo and everything, he can be like, but really amazing guy, very calm, very caring of the squad. Very willing to help the teammates. Always very generous the way he play. So happy to have him.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.